वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते 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 वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नारायणं नमस्कृतं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
तत्सोत्तरं
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
भगवते उत्तमश्लोके
भगवते उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिं भवतीर्नैष्ठिति
भक्तिं भवति नैष्ठिति
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नंदनाय च
देवकी नंदनाय च
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
गोविन्दाय
गोविन्दाय
नमः।
नमो नमः।
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Srimad Bhagavatam, today we are going to discuss Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 18. 1, 19, 18. This is the continuation of the appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. Chapter name is The Appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So please repeat the sloga behind me. evaṁ च tasmin nara-deva-deve
एवं च तस्मिन् नरदेवदेवे
prāyo-upaviṣṭe divi deva-saṅghāḥ
prāyopaviṣṭe divi deva-saṅghāḥ
dasasya bhūmau vyakiran prasūnair
prasasya bhūmau vyakiran prasūnair
mudā muhur dundubhayaś neduḥ
mudā muhur dundubhayaś neduḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. evaṁ,
evam,
thus,
thus,
cha,
cha,
and
and
tasmin,
tasmin,
in that,
in that,
nara-deva-deve,
nara-deva-deve,
up to the kings,
all the kings,
prāya-upaviṣṭe,
prāya-upaviṣṭe,
being engaged in fasting to death,
being engaged in fasting to death,
divi,
divi,
in the sky,
in the sky,
deva,
deva,
demigods,
demigods,
saṅghāḥ,
saṅghāḥ,
all of them,
all of them,
prasasya,
prasasya,
having praised the action,
having praised the action,
bhūmau,
bhūmau,
on the earth, vyakiran, vyakiran, scattered, prasūnaihī,
prasūnaih,
with flowers,
with flowers,
mudā,
mudā,
in pleasure,
muhuḥ,
muhuḥ, continuously,
continually,
dundubhayaḥ,
dundubhayaḥ,
celestial drums,
celestial drums,
cha,
cha,
also, neduḥ, beaten. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnavinda C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. Thus the king, Mahārāja Parīkṣit,
Mahārāja Parīkṣit,
sat to fast until death. All the demigods
All the demigods
of the higher planets
of the higher planets
praised the king's actions,
praised the king's actions,
and in pleasure continuously scattered flowers
continually scattered flowers
over the earth
over the earth
and beat celestial drums.
and beat celestial drums.
Purport. Even up to the time of Mahārāja Parīkṣit, there were interplanetary communications, and the news of Mahārāja Parīkṣit fasting unto death to attain salvation reached the higher planets in the sky where the intelligent demigods live. The demigods are more luxurious than human beings, but all of them are obedient to the orders of the Supreme Lord. There is no one in the heavenly planet who is an atheist or non-believer. Thus, any devotee of the Lord on the surface of the earth is always praised by them. And in the case of Mahārāja Parīkṣit, they were greatly delighted and thus gave tokens of honor by scattering flowers over the earth and by beating celestial drums. A demigod takes pleasure in seeing someone go back to Godhead. He is always pleased with the devotees of the Lord. So much so that by his adhesive powers, he may help the devotees in all respects. And by their actions, the Lord is pleased with them. There is an invisible chain of complete cooperation between Lord, the demigods, and the devotee of the Lord on earth. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshulunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Putane Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Prasasya Dechadarane. Hare Krishna. So today's sloka, it is talking about Parīkṣit Maharaj. So he left the kingdom and he left the materialistic life. He left the family, he left the kingdom, he came to the bank of Ganges, and he sat for, yesterday we saw which is some directions, he sat on this northern direction, he put a kusha straw and sat on the seat, and the kusha straw in the eastern direction, all those things we discussed. So today, we are going to discuss about the demigods' activities. So when Maharaj declared that he is going to sat to fast until death, the higher planetary systems, the demigods who are there in the higher planetary system, all are happy about that activity. See, if you see this act as in the mundane way, if in the earthly peppy way, non-devotees way, okay, some of the person is going to leave, going to die. So the normal person, what we will do as a non-devotees who are not aware of the purpose of being in the earth, those people, what they will do, they will think that, oh, this person is leaving us, leaving this earthly planet. So he is leaving this, all the happiness here. And like that, we will feel sad. But what the demigods are doing, so the higher planetary demigods, they are throwing flowers from the other planets and towards the earth, over the earth. And they are beating the celestial drums and they are enjoying, they are welcoming Parīkṣit Maharaj. They are going to welcome Parīkṣit Maharaj. They are thinking that, okay, within 7 days, this great devotee of the Lord going back to Godhead. So there is, but they are not, they are a very intelligent person. The devotees of the Lord as well as the demigods, they are very intelligent persons. So the devotees, they know what is the purpose of life and how to go back to Godhead. They know. So they will follow that. That's why they are intelligent. And demigods, they will support the activity, what the devotees are doing for their activity, they will support. So in Shastras, it is said that there are 33 crores of demigods are there in this material world. Not in this material world, 33 crores of demigods are there. So all these demigods, what is the purpose? 33 crores of demigods, they are, because of those demigods, the entire universe is running. Okay. So, but they are all under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord or Krishna. So they have each and every demigods, they are more than the human being, they have the powers more than the human being. So if you take the illustration, Prabhupada always used to give, the president of the country and the government employees and the MPs, MLAs, and different departments in that, how our country is running. The head of the country is president. There is only one president. There is no multiple president. There will be only one president. And under the president, there are many individual states are there. States where there is a chief minister, there is a minister and the MLA, and under that they are each and every minister, they are taking care of different department. Somebody taking the education department, somebody taking the defense department, somebody taking the finance department. Like that, different departments are categorized. Each and every person is one person is kept as a head of that each department. They will take care of the department. Under that department, there are many servants will be there. So they will work for only for the department. Suppose if you take the judicial department, there is a judges, and under the judges there is a clerical people. All those department will be there. And if you take the police department, if you take the army department, defense department, there is a head will be there. Under that, there are many people will be there. If you take our municipal department, there is one of the departments who take care of the local civil activities. There also the people will be there till the last level, who are cleaning this area. They are also servant of the same employer in the sense the president. So they are also government servant. So the entire system working under the president, how it is working under the president, similar way the universe also functioning in the similar way. Like the president position, Lord will be there in the president position. Whatever the Lord giving the orders, by the orders of the Lord, they will, all the servants under them, they will obey the orders of the Lord. How all the servants obey the president's order, similar way, all the servants under Lord, they will work the directions of the Lord. So the demigods are based on the Lord, they are functioning. So there is no higher demigod, lower demigod. All the demigods, according to their work, they will take care of according to their capacity, they will take care. So for example, if you take the education department, Saraswati will take care of the education department. So the production, the creation, then that will be taken care by Brahma. So like that, the different departments are categorized and each and every demigod taken care of that. The Durga Devi, see Sukha Devi and Lord Shiva, they are taking care of this material world. Entire material world, they are controlling them. So like that, each and every demigod, they are taking care of their activities. So this demigod, but in this way, if you see the demigods, their purpose is to serve the Lord. So the demigods and the human being, both are serving the Lord. So the demigods will help the human being to live in this material world, and the human being need to help the demigods to give that service properly. So both are mutual, and with the mutual understanding, they have to work. That's what said in the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is saying that the demigods will be satisfied by the human beings. How they will satisfied? By doing the yajna. So the yajna, result of the yajna, they will satisfy with the yajna results, and that yajna result not directly taken by the demigods, taken by the demigods, but it will be finally it will go to the yajna Purusha, who is the supreme personality of Godhead. It will go to them. So suppose, for example, if we are all paying the tax properly, the collector will be a government servant, but finally it is going to the topmost person. So then he will utilize that tax money out in the government for welfare of the society. The similar way, whatever the tax we are paying here, the similar way, whatever we are doing the sacrifice to the Supreme Lord, that so sacrifice will be taken by demigods. The demigods will be happy about, okay, this person is doing the sacrifice. Then originally the sacrifice, the Yajna Purusha is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He will take the result, and by the result, everyone will be happy, and demigods will serve whatever the necessity of the human being, that will be taken care by demigods. But the foolish man, the human being, what we are doing, we are not aware. We have so many questions within our mind. There is one God or multiple gods. But if you see the outside of the Sanatana Dharma, even within the Sanatana Dharma also, who are following, there are many are unclear who is the Supreme and who is the God. So many are thinking that everybody is God, all are God. Somebody knows that, okay, these are all the demigods working under Supreme Lord. There is very, very few people, they know there is only one Supreme Lord. All the demigods are servant of the Supreme Lord. There are very, very few people knows that. That's the reason there are demigod worship is going on in this material world. So the demigod worship, in a sense, the purpose of life is to go back to Godhead. That is the purpose of our life. That is the ultimate goal of all the entire human race. But the foolish people who are less intelligent, they'll think that how to satisfy my senses. So to satisfy my senses, I will worship the particular demigod so that I will get the benefit. So that is out of less intelligent only. And out of foolishness only, those people are doing that demigod worship. So, but demigod worship is condemned by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because it is not necessary. That's what Supreme Lord is saying, that you don't want to worship the demigod. Because whatever the things you are getting from me. So for that, if you see the Bhagavad Gita texts, in Bhagavad Gita chapter 7, Krishna talked about demigods in the text number 20 to 23. So what he is saying, so I'm just sharing the screen. Are you able to see the screen, right? Text number 20 to 23, this chapter 7, it is that.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, the 20th sloka, what I'm just sharing this meaning of that slokas. Text number 20, if you read, those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own nature. So Krishna is saying that only the less intelligent person and who are engrossed with more on the passion and mode of ignorance, who are in the mode of passion and mode of ignorance, mostly those people will go to the demigods. For what? To get the material desires, to satisfy their material desires, they will follow the shortcuts. So we are also follow the shortcut, right? If you want to get some work in the government offices, we'll go and bribe some people, some peon or somebody. Then the work will be get over. So how we are bribing somebody, the act of worshipping the demigod is like a bribing the demigods. The similar way what we are doing here. And the text number 21, if you see, Krishna, what he is saying, I am in everyone's heart as a super soul. As soon as one desire to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. So how we are towards the Supreme Lord, how even though our parents or our relatives or friends, they are unable to change their mind towards demigods because they have the desire to worship some demigods. That's the reason since Lord is sitting as a Paramatma in their heart, Lord, how he is confirming here, Lord is confirming here, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to the particular deity. So at least, okay, this person is not worshipping me, at least let them go in the regulative way, let them worship the demigods. Like that, Lord is allowing them. So he is making their faith steady. So this is the act of the Supreme Lord. And if you see the text number 22, what he is saying, endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtain his desires. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. That is what Lord is saying. See here. See, whatever you are bribing somebody and you are getting the benefit out of it. That is whatever your desire, you are obtaining that. But those benefits are bestowed by me alone. I am only sanctioning that. That's what Krishna is saying. Lord is saying that I am sanctioning that. But you are coming through the demigod, you are taking care of your desires, you are enjoying, you are fulfilling his desires by bribing the demigod. But those things are actually benefit are bestowed by me alone. That's what Krishna is saying. And the 23rd text, Krishna, what is saying that men of small intelligence worship the demigods and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods. but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. So, see, men of small intelligence worship the demigods, because men of small intelligences, because they don't know the higher purpose of life. They know only how to take care of, I want to have the palatable food. I want to enjoy I want a big house, big car, big job. I want so much of money. I want to be strong, and I want to, whatever even the scientist who are whatever the mission I am doing, the rocket, preparing the rocket, it should reach this moon planet properly. These are all, they will go to the demigods and they will worship, and they will try to fulfill their material desires. So these people are men of small intelligence. So how the devotees of the Lord differ from these demigod worshippers? Because the devotees of the Lord, they know that Lord is the Supreme Father. So the Father knows, see, we are also father, up to some extent, we are also father, we are also having a child at our home. So the child is not going to, the child, sometimes they may ask, okay, Father, I want this, I want that, I want ice cream. So according to the climate, okay, now it is a cold climate, you should not eat the ice cream. Like that, we won't give. Sometimes, okay, we will give, okay, ice cream, you can take the ice cream, like that we will give. So it is sanctioning. It is the Supreme Father is sanctioning, and we our child, it won't ask, okay, Papa, I want dress, I want food. It won't ask. We automatically we will feed the child, and we'll give them the dress, we'll give them the education, we will make them comfortable in the home. So all those activity, by default, the father and mother, the parents, they knows that how to take care of what is the necessity of the children and to live comfortably in the house. So the parents knows that. So they will give accordingly. Whatever they require, they will give accordingly. So since Supreme Father, Krishna is our Supreme Father, he also knows what is necessary for our life and what is necessary to this particular devotee, what is his past deeds and what he need. So all those things, Krishna knows that he will provide. So Prabhupada always used to say, see, there are thousands of elephants, they are there in the African jungle. So every day, each one elephant, it will take 250 kilograms of plants and leaves, and it will drink gallons of water. And who is giving that? Who is providing that? Elephant not is here in the human being, at least they are worshipping, I want this, I want that. But demigods, the animals, they are not going to worship any demigods, not even they don't know Supreme Lord, nothing they don't know. But still, Lord is providing that facility to even for the animals also. They provided, everything is provided properly. Okay, this animal, it will take care of, by the Lord, because even all are equal in this material world. All are soul. Lord will see the soul, but they may be in the different forms. They may be got the body may be different. They may be in the animal, the soul may be in the animal body, or in the human body, or in the plant's body. But all are souls. Lord will see in the soul level. So for all the souls to sustain in this material world, in the body, so Lord will provide it. Lord will provide the whatever the necessity of the to sustain in this material world. So this secret, this knowledge, the devotees has this knowledge. Okay, Lord will take care of me because He is my Supreme Father. He will take care of my needs. I don't want to ask the Lord, Lord, give me money, give me bread, give me dress. I don't want to ask anything. He knows what needs to be given to me. He knows very well, and He will give the ease sitting within my heart. He will direct me. And even though it looks like I am going to work, I am earning, but that intelligence given by the Lord is giving the intelligence. He is as a approver. In my heart, He is approver, He is giving. So all this knowledge the devotees have, and their aim is, okay, how can I go back to Godhead? Since I am in this material world, my soul is kept in this body, I am in this material world. Lord put me in this situation because of my desire to enjoy this material things, material world. That's the reason, enjoying propensity and envy towards the Lord. That is the reason I came to this material world. So I should not do all these activities. I need to practice bhakti so that I can go back to Godhead. This knowledge the devotees has. So devotees never aspire for any material things, because Lord will provide the material things, whatever required. It is automatically He will provide to the. Since here only Lord is saying that I am providing this thing for the less intelligent person, since they are worshipping the demigods. Lord only giving, sanctioning that, Lord only giving through the demigods to the person. For us, we know that Lord will anyway, Lord is going to take care of us. So we don't want to worship anybody. We just need to worship the Lord for go back to Godhead and to get the love, to develop the love towards the Lord. That is the only thing we need to do. We don't want to ask any material things, because material things are temporary. Because your life itself is a temporary in this material world. So since we are temporary in this material world, why we want to ask so many things to make our life complicated? So we know that we have the knowledge. The devotees has the knowledge, but the non-devotees who are all worshipper of the demigods, because devotee, in the sense, it is only can be for Supreme Lord. For others, demigods, it is kind of a business only, because demigods, you have to satisfy, you have to give something, then only the demigods will sanction that. It is not necessary, it's not there directly, you are not worshipping anyone, you want to get that. Lord will take care of that person also, because for that person also will get sometime the knowledge. But the demigod, particularly we are talking about the demigod worshippers, the Lord will sanction to whatever they are asking to demigods. So demigods, they can provide only the material things. Demigods cannot give the mukti, liberation. They can't give the liberation. They can't provide they may support. They can give the support if the soul desire to go back to Godhead, they will provide their support. But mostly they will satisfy the material activities only. So it is not, then by hearing this, it is not necessary that we should not give respect to demigods. We should respect the demigods, because they are having the higher than us. They are in the higher planetary system. They are higher than us. So we need to give the respect to them, but we don't want to depend upon them only alone. So if you are come across to any temple, demigods temple, we need to give a respect. We need to do our obeisances, and we need to come back, because they are also devotees of the Lord. So it is our duty to worship, to give the respect to the devotees of the Lord. How we are respecting the other Vaisnavas, similarly, we need to give the respect to other demigods as well. So whenever we are crossing the temple, or if you are happen to go to a demigod's temple, you can go, but you should not ask any, the devotees, they should not ask any of the material gains. They just need to ask, okay, please help me to make my bhakti strong towards the Supreme Lord. So they will help for that. So that is the only prayer the devotees will do, even though they are going to the demigods temples. And in 9.23, Krishna is saying, those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. So 9.23, Krishna is saying that even though the person is doing the worship of demigods, actually they are worshipping the Supreme Lord only. He is saying that. It is indirectly they are worshipping the Supreme Lord only. Because Supreme Lord only is sanctioning whatever they are asking. So indirectly they are worshipping the Supreme Lord only, but the way what they are doing, it is in the wrong way, he is saying. So Krishna is saying that worshipping the demigods, we need to satisfy the demigods. So that is through the yajna, so they will be satisfied. But we don't want to specifically only to worship demigods for the material gains. We should not worship the demigods. That Krishna is saying. So today's sloka, we are detailing what Krishna is saying about demigod in the Bhagavad Gita. But here, even the Parīkṣit Maharaj, when he was fast until death, when he decided that all the demigods in the higher planets, what they praised the action, and with the pleasure, they are continuously scattered the flowers over the earth and beat their celestial drums. They got happy. So there is a harmony between, that's why the Prabhupada saying in the last line, there is an invisible chain to complete cooperation between the Lord, the demigods, and the devotee of the Lord on the earth. So the devotees knows that what is the position of demigods and how to give the respect to the demigods, and who is the Supreme Lord, and how to give the respect to Supreme Lord, and how to make use of the demigods, demigods can help on us. So all those things only the devotees aware, and demigods also aware that. So there is a harmony between the Lord's devotees and demigods and the Supreme Lord. So this is the sloka we discussed today. Thank you, everyone.